Signs of the last day. Let's see how many we have actually already.
Ibn Mas'ud said, I said to the Prophet, هل للساعة من علم تعرف به? Does the hour have a knowledge that you can know it by? He said, نعم يا Ibn Mas'ud. And Muslims have to know these signs so they recognize them when they see them. And there are many signs. One of the signs, يكون الولد غيظا. Children become filled with rage. وأن يكون المطر قيظا. Rain becomes burning or acidic.
Yo, actually we have this right now, right? Like I heard this even in the news here in Germany, that we have some issues with some parts of the forest because the rain is too sour. Yo, that is actually creepy. And why was I laughing when I saw this like angry kid? You guys know like this one clip where like there was like this one kid that was like so angry he freaking smashed his computer and it just broke? Like we really have angry kids these days. That's actually also true. Like I have like neighbors, and I'm not kidding, their kids are so rude, they even attack their own parents. Like I saw once a neighbor kid hit the mom, like seriously, a small kid, maybe 6-7 years old, and was like beating the own mother. Like what the heck? This is actually true. That's actually scary, right? When you think about it. Yo. But acid rain, I heard this in the news, so that creeps you out actually.
وأن تفيض الأشرار فيضا. You'll see evil people spreading widely. يا ابن مسعود إن من علامة الساعة وأشراطها أن يؤتمن الخائن وأن يخون الأمين. People will trust treacherous people and they will consider trustworthy people treacherous. وأن يصدق الكاذب وأن يكذب الصادق. The truthful one will be called a liar and the one telling a lie will be called truthful. These are signs. يا ابن مسعود إن من علامة الساعة وأشراطها أن تواصل الأطباق وأن تقطع الأرحام. This to me is one of the clear prophetic miracles of the Prophet ﷺ. He said تواصل الأطباق, that the dishes will be communicating continuously, and the Prophet used the very word that's used for satellite communications.
Oh, really?
مواصلات. And people will sever their family ties. In other words, people will
I know many that actually sever the family ties these days. Like, just look at single parents, for example, these days. There are often like single households, like single parent households, where like one parent just disappeared completely. Or you have like people, and I actually grew up with some of them, that go to another city for work, or they go abroad to study, and they talk to their parents like once a year at most. That's also considered cutting family ties, right? Because you become distant to everyone. Instead of calling them every month, you talk to them like once a year or something. And this is actually really happening. I see this, I have like own experiences with that from my friend circle.
And the Prophet used the very word that's used for satellite communications, muwasalat, and people will sever their family ties. In other words, people will stay home and watch television on satellite dish, and they won't go visit their neighbors.
Oh, that's also true.
This is an amazing hadith to me.
All facts.
يا ابن مسعود من أعلام الساعة وأشراطها أن يسود كل قبيلة منافقوها. You will see hypocrites ruling. وكل سوق فجارها.
That's also the
and
case now.
you will see the worst people controlling the marketplaces. يا ابن مسعود إن من أعلام الساعة وأشراطها أن تزخرف المحاريب وأن تخرب القلوب. You will have ornamented mosques, but the hearts would be ugly. So people praying in the mosque, they've done no tasbih, but the mosque is beautiful. يا ابن مسعود إن من علامة الساعة وأشراطها أن يكون المؤمن في القبيلة أذل من النقل.
About the mosque being beautiful and the people are not good. Okay, like I can judge a human being because I don't know what's inside their heart, but there's like one big mosque at the neighboring city of me, like one city further, and it's very, very, very big. It even has like a tower there and everything. And I see actually, and this is not a joke, there's a brother nearby. There's literally like one, like almost like maybe 5 minutes by feet. I've seen people come out and they light a cigarette, and some go to this place, and I'm like, they just prayed and now they go to do some dirty things. Like, excuse me, what? Like, I'm not kidding. This is really here the case. And I see people light a cigarette after prayer. Yo, and this is like one of the most beautiful mosques in my area. This is actually so scary right now. Like, I'm getting goosebumps already from this. This is very good. It's good to react to that, actually.
More humiliated than the ugly goat.
Wow. That's a slap in the face.
يا ابن مسعود من علام الساعة وأشراطها أن يكتفي الرجال بالرجال والنساء بالنساء. You will see homosexuality and lesbianism widespread.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And he said, you will see Mirk al-Subyan, young people having massive wealth. Like Zuckerberg is a multi-billionaire before he was
and many
30.
influencers on Instagram and YouTube.
You will see mu'amaratun nisa. You'll see movements to corrupt the women. يا ابن مسعود من أشراط الساعة وأعلامها أن يعمر خراب الدنيا.
So it was already predicted that there would be like a lot of feminism and stuff even. Yo, you know what? That's what I highly suggest to people that have not read the Quran yet. Like, give it a shot, read it and see. It can actually even change your life. Like, seriously. Like, give the Quran a shot if you have not read it yet. Like, try reading it at least a bit. You can do this even online. Like, you don't need to buy it. Just do it online at least. Like, it's very fascinating actually when you read it.
ويخرب عمرانها or عمرانها. You will see the destruction of civilization.
Oh.
You will see the civilization of
Ukraine,
of
Israel, Palestine.
So, خراب الدنيا, that will become the ta'mir. It's تدمير.
Oh, in Syria too.
يا ابن مسعود من علام الساعة وأشراطها أن تظهر المعازف. That musical instruments will be widespread.
Yeah, there are many festivals even here.
Musical instruments will be on their heads.
Heads?
How did he know about that?
Ah, headphones.
That's what it says. I didn't make that up. It says they'll have ma'azif ala ru'usihim ma'azif. On their heads are musical instruments.
Wow.
Who would have thought that, who would have known what that meant at the time of our Prophet ﷺ? But now we see it, all these people everywhere. He said, Ashurat, you'll see many police.
Oh, that's true.
And also al-ghammazun, al-lammazun.
Here in my city, there was like once one police place. There are already multiple ones where people are working. That's actually true. I've seen over the years that they have actually increased the numbers of police force here. This is true.
People mocking and making fun.
They have more and more buildings here.
Shows where they just mock people. يا ابن مسعود من علام الساعة وأشراطها أن يكثر أولاد الزنا. You will see many children born out of wedlock.
Ah, yeah, that's true.
Now, over 50%.
What?
Amazing.
It's only 50%? You guys are better than here in Germany. Germany is maybe 60% or something. What the heck? I feel like in Germany nobody marries anymore. Like, I actually think here it's maybe 60%. So that's a good accomplishment, 50%. I can congratulate you on that. You are doing better than people here, I think.
Over 50%.
I don't know. It just feels like 60%. I don't know the real numbers, but it seems like only every third person is like married that has kids.
And the Prophet said that the fitan will be shown to the hearts like a mat. Udan udan. It has two lines, a horizontal and vertical line. This is the TV set.
Wow.
This is the set. It's a hasir. It's a mat.
That's
true. And the Prophet said the fitan will be shown to the hearts like a mat.
Ah, like a TV screen. Yeah, yeah.
And this is how Shaitan is destroying the hearts, by showing them the fitan on these films and on TV over and over again until people just become accustomed to violence.
You know what I've noticed with cartoons? And you have to be careful when you have kids. I've seen cartoons where there are some like scenes that look like something that only adults should see. Like something where like there are two characters romantically kind of involved, or at least they look like they are doing something with each other in a freaking cartoon. Like one figure is like bending over and the other is like right behind suddenly, or something strange where there's like some implication to something else. Like, and kids watch this, or like cartoons kiss each other or something. It is insane, actually. Like I saw once, no, even twice, something like that in a cartoon, and this is like, whoa, your kids watch this, right?
It's a normal
like, why does a
thing. We're not
5-year-old
shocked
need
by
to
it
see
anymore.
this, right?
قال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم صنفان من أهل النار لم أرهما قوم معهم سياط كأذناب البقر. You will see people with whips like cow tails.
Hairstyles.
They'll hit people with it. ونساء كاسيات عاريات. Women that were clothed and naked at the same time. مائلات, they'll
like,
sway in their walk
like leggings,
and cause others to incline towards them. رؤوسهن كأسنمة البخت. Ya Allah, Sadaqa Rasulullah.
Is that like that they are like naked but they're dressed? Is that like implication because of this like new fashion sort of like, right? If someone has like leggings or something, or they have like super tight clothes. But this is not just females. This is also males. I see they wear like skinnier and skinnier jeans. Like I grew up in the 90s, and baggy jeans and baggy pants, even baggy sweatpants, like that was such a big thing back in the day, like the like 90s, early 2000, right? And then over the years, everything got slimmer and slimmer. Like even if now I go to a store just to buy some pair of jeans, I often have slim fit jeans at the shelf. Like I'm looking for like regular jeans, but I always find slim fit everywhere. And this is the same for like women, right? They're like super tight jeans nowadays are often, right? And leggings and this and that. So that's actually true. I see this each time I go to a clothing store. And the option for like wider clothes gets less and less, and some stores no longer even sell baggy pants or something, for example. I've noticed that they've removed them even, because it's no more the fashion, right? But yeah, if you're like from the 90s, you maybe still remember those, but I feel like people that are born these days, they don't even know what big clothing is anymore. Or like, you want everything S or XS size, right? Like super small. You have to see everything, right? Like it doesn't matter if you're like male or female. That is actually true.
Clothed and naked at the same time. Ma'ilat, they'll sway in their walk. Mumilat, and cause others to incline towards them. رؤوسهن كأسنمة البخت. Ya Allah, Sadaqa Rasulullah. He said their hair would be like the Bactrian camel's hair. This is not a camel the Arabs had. They came from Persia, so they saw them. They knew what they were. These people will not enter paradise.
Oh, there are such hairstyles. Yeah, that's actually very popular here in Germany. I know many with that.
He said people will drink intoxicants from my ummah and call it by other names. Right? They'll have lots of names for it.
That's true. We have many brands here.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. اللهم بلغ.
Wow.
اللهم بلغ. اللهم بلغ.
Are you tired of all these annoying ads on YouTube? Watch
Small
7-day trial.
Wow, that was a very good video. I will give it a thumbs up. And actually, a lot of the things that were like shown and said here, that is actually scary, because everything that was talked about here, I've at least met this once in my life, or even multiple times actually. No, I actually think everything I had at least experienced twice in my life that I saw here, and everything for like clothing, acid rain. We actually had some reports like the other day where some forests have issues with the soil, and the soil has no more the nutritions that some plants need to grow because of acid rain, and it gets into the soil, and then the plants grow differently or something, right? That was said about TV, that like there's fitna through a mat, right? Through something like flat, like a mat, right? We have like a lot of flat screens these days, and there's a lot of junk on TV, let's be honest, right? Like I'm not saying everything is junk, like you can still find some good programs, maybe some documentaries about animals or something, I don't know, maybe something funny, right? But there's a lot of junk there, that is so true. Angry kids, I see this like firsthand here in my neighborhood the other day. I was very shocked on how a kid can beat their own mother. Like, this is so disrespectful. That was not the way I was brought up. Like, this is something you don't want your kids to do. You should not tolerate this as a parent, that your kids show you this sort of disrespect, right? Like, how are you raising your kids if they do stuff like that? But I guess like a lot of people are neglectful these days because it's all about social media, TV, and work. Like maybe a lot of parents spend more time on their freaking cell phone than they do with their kids on TV. Like I heard about this in some show actually, where there's an issue with kids going to school these days, and that they have become disrespectful to teachers. And they said this is the parents' fault because they always work, they look for nannies instead of watching their kids themselves, right? And they don't show the kids something good. They don't give them books, but they give them the iPad to watch videos instead of reading a book. That is actually so true. So a lot of those things here I can very relate with and have experienced. So yeah, that was actually freaking scary. But yeah, guys, if you are new to this channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more content. If you guys enjoyed this video or found this informative, please don't forget to give this one a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time.